All right, boys, it's week 2, Monday Night Football. It's a three-way today. Pause on the
Three-way, and it's a doubleheader. Monday Night Football doubleheader. It doesn't get any better than that, honestly.
It doesn't. Welcome to We Talking About Sports. It's a Monday night special. We're going to come to you for 10 minutes, maybe 15 tops. I got Roland with me. I got Ben with me. Guys, real quick, our teams won. Are you happy with their performances, the Cowboys and the Bills?
I am. Although, you couldn't really tell much from the Cowboys' performance because you got the Jets without Aaron Rodgers. But I'll take it. Defense looks solid, and looks like Dak and CD are already in a little rhythm. So I like what I'm seeing.
Yep, 70 points in 2 weeks against 10 points allowed. We dominated. Ben, how did your Bills do this week, man? They lost week 1.
Yeah, the Bills did lose week 1 to that same Jets team that you all just smashed. I will say the Cowboys defense probably looks like the best defense in the NFL. Just off what we've seen 2 weeks, I know it's just 2 weeks, but man, they look really fast. Like the defense looks fast as hell. As far as for the Bills, Josh Allen got back on track finally. 3 touchdown game, looked good. Some big throws on third down. It was Jimmy G and the Raiders. They pretty much contained Josh Jacobs. And after that, it was a pretty easy win. Should get another easy win this week coming up. But yeah, I was happy to get on the winning side this week.
The winning side of things. And 0-2, Josh Allen is not good for anybody. But like I said, we're getting right into it tonight. We're getting right into the meat and potatoes. Boys, the Saints go into Carolina and face the Panthers. We have 3 bets up here. I'll go over mine. I had first half under 19.5. This is simply a play on prime time first half overs. If you're a betting guy, you know the trend. It hit last night. It's hit. I think there's only 1 or 2 losses for the whole year. Regardless of it, first half, under 19.5 is my play. And Derek Carr, I think he's going to sling it around tonight, boys. He went 23 for 33 last week. He's got a lot of targets. We were talking about him off cam. So Derek Carr over 19.5. And Ben, we can go into your Olave pick.
Yeah, I'm going Chris Olave over 68.5. That was this morning. It is up to 70.5. Only 2 yards. Probably a number he's going to get to anyways. He is the number 1 receiving option for the Saints. Looked really good week 1. And a guy that's expected to take that, next step up could be like an Amon-Ra St. Brown type player for the Saints. Of course, much younger, but yeah, really looking for Olave to have a breakout year this year. And here in week 2, I think just like in week 1, he gets over this number easily.
Roland, do you like anything here, man, or anything you want to add?
I was going to say, I like Olave tonight. Unfortunately, I am playing him in fantasy football tonight, so hopefully he doesn't go too crazy. But honestly, it's more of a fade on the Carolina secondary than anything. This Carolina secondary wasn't anything to, be scared of to begin with. But now they just placed J.C. Horn on the injured reserve. He was their former first-round draft pick that's been hurt. So they're not really going to have anybody to guard Olave. I think he's going to sleepwalk to that number at 68.5. I think he's going to score a touchdown probably tonight. I'm not sure about that over-under on the first half, but I'm going to root with you and hope it gets there.
I know, man. It is a little low. It's a little bit of a gamble there. But you touched on fantasy and Chris Olave. Any fantasy standouts tonight, guys? Mine was Rashid Shaheed or something like that. He's a wide receiver 3, but he got a lot of yards last week. He got a touchdown. Any breakout performances, any sleepers, or anybody that you just want to shout out fantasy-wise?
In this game, probably maybe Jamal Williams. I like him to get into the end zone at least once for the Saints tonight.
Love it. I love that. As long as he don't fumble, we know how he likes to let go of that ball. Ben, anything else, man, for fantasy? You're the fantasy guru, man. How's your season going? First of all,
it's all right. It's
more L's
AJ
than does.
Brown, I got a beef to pick with AJ Brown, but that's for another day.
Right.
That's for another day. What I will say today, I'm going to go a little off the board fantasy wise. I think that people can flex Mike Thomas. We saw him, be pretty active last week.
Not necessarily off the board here. I'm just going to say that before you go.
Well, say it again, Chris.
It's not so many people were drafting to start. He's been away from football for over 2 years. I'm just saying, I think there was
I'm just saying you're not going out on the ledge here. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm not going out on the ledge. No, I'm not going out like Ron and saying Shaheen. I'm not going to take it that far. But I think we can have some trust in Mike Thomas again. I think that there's a lot of people that lost trust in him. And that's why I, said it the way that I did. But I do think that with Derek Carr, he's going to be not, Mike Thomas of old, but a very viable option that you can start week in, week out.
All right, I love it. Maybe some not necessarily a comeback player of the year, but he'll still get his touches and he'll still be on the field a lot for Derek Carr. So that was it for our first game, which is going to tip off or kick off in about a couple minutes. So let's move on to the next one. Not only 2 games, I should say 2 games tonight. Usually Monday Night Football, you only have one. This one, boys, division, Browns, Steelers, always low scoring, always in the trenches, like they say. I didn't have a pick here, but you guys did. So you guys go ahead and run it.
Yeah, I'll go first just because I have Pitt +2 on the side. I know that this line was moving around. I saw it as low as -1.5 earlier today, -1 even. Now it's back up at 2 right now that I checked. But I like Pitt at home. They got smacked last week. I wanted to compare it kind of like to what the Giants were going to do, but the Giants, totally off script, had to come back from down 21 points. But just teams that get embarrassed in week 1, I like them to bounce back. They're at home. This is a division game against a team in which they own for the most part. I know that Cleveland hasn't been a favorite at Pittsburgh since the 90s. So, we are breaking a lot of ground here. Give me Pittsburgh plus the 2 points. I do think that they win the football game, but nowadays with the 2 point, how these coaches like going for 2 and the missed extra points, I'll take the 2 points in my back pocket.
I love it.
Nice.
I love that analogy.
Like that. +2, yeah, that's a good pick. Muth, anytime touchdown is my pick, and this is just a sprinkle more than anything. Kenny Pickett, he has a good rapport with Freiermuth, and really it's just a sprinkle. I've been taking anytime touchdown bets for much of the season, but the only thing that I'll say here about this game is I wouldn't be so quick to expect a bounce back from Pitt just because of how bad they looked week 1. There's still a little bit of they need to prove it to me. So that's why I'm not taking the side on Pitt +2, just to give my little take on that. Just because of how bad they look. They're completely out of sync. They lost Deontay Johnson. He's out for four weeks with an ankle. So they're already down a man. So hopefully that helps Muth anytime touchdown. But definitely got to like them at home, catching points. Just like I did with Ron, I'm gonna root on with Ben here. Let's go Pitt.
Yeah, I love it. What do you guys think of Amari Cooper with him being officially out? Does that?
He actually got ruled officially in.
Oh, he's in.
Just 10 minutes ago, they ruled him in. I still wouldn't start him personally.
See how effective he is.
Yeah, it was just too close to game time, and at this point, you probably already made your decision because most of the games already happened. And he's going to be the last game of the week. So with him supposedly being out all weekend, I think that people already left him on their bench, and that decision's out of the way for the most part.
Okay. All right. I like that. All right. So those are the picks for our 2 Monday night games. We have one last little announcement here. We finally kind of narrowed down the survivor pool. We got everybody's name with the money with the usernames and all that stuff. So there's 35 remaining as of last week. We still haven't gone through week 2 because it ends today. So tomorrow on our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, if you enter the contest, we'll give you an update with all the names and all the entries. So it's totally transparent and everybody can see, who paid, who didn't, who's in, who's out. So it's about a $700 pot. Good luck to everybody that's left. Thank you for joining us, for the survivor pool, all these little contests throughout the year, make it kind of fun. And let's just recap one more time, boys. First half under, Olave, Derek Carr.
Real quick,
go ahead.
Back to the survivor pool. Survivor pool, it's fun. It's, throughout the season. And it's not as easy as just picking on the worst team. As you've seen these last 2 weeks, granted, they've turned around and they've let their team win the game. But the Cardinals almost won the game both weeks. So somebody is going to get caught, picking on the Cardinals one of these weeks. And it just, who knows when it's going to happen, right? So that's the crazy thing about Survivor. It's never as it seems, especially with the NFL. Something crazy can always happen. So hopefully we see these numbers start to dwindle down.
How many entries do you guys have left?
I have 2 left.
Go, Ben. What were you going to say, Ben?
But I'll just piggyback because I was somebody who picked the Giants with one of my entries. I didn't risk both of my entries on them. Yeah. But I figured if there was ever going to be a week to pick them, it was going to be this week. And what I will say to Roland, maybe the Cards will get somebody, or maybe the Cards are tanking the right way because they were unstoppable in that first half. And all of a sudden, they can't get a first down to save their lives. So I think they got a phone call and they said, hey, Dobbs, you got to take it easy, buddy. We got our eyes set on a #1 pick because I don't know how the hell they lost that game. They looked unstoppable.
They don't want to have another Houston Texans situation.
And the other thing is they own the Houston Texans first-round pick this year for that Will Anderson trade. So the Texans also 0-2. I mean, the Cardinals could very well end up with pick 1 and 2, bro. And
has that ever happened before?
I don't know if that's ever happened before, but it is very much in the cards this season.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. Fuck that. Hey, Cowboys got the cards next week. I'll tell you all. I already locked in one of my entries. I'm on the Cowboys against the Cardinals.
I think that might be my entry this week. It might be
that's as safe as you can go, bro. Let's just win in advance. Let's just win in advance.
I might burn the Cowboys.
I had 2 entries. I'm only down to 1 because who lost the first week? I think Detroit. No, it wasn't Detroit.
Seattle.
Oh yeah, it was the Seahawks first week. Me and Roland had the same. So I have 1 left. Roland has 1 left. Ben has 2. Let's see, who gets further, and let's see if one of us, our own damn contest, if we can win it, or if one of our nice followers is going to win it. But that's it for me, man. Unless you guys have anything else.
No, the game already kicked off. The Saints are punting. They got a first down, but they're punting. So
unders.
Get out of here and watch some football.
Yeah, good luck to anybody who has fantasy football going on, and I hope you win, unless you're playing me.
Later. Thanks for watching, everybody.